I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels and other works in the public domain and submissions from people like you. So buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you there, wild man. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Let Izzy get back up here, get some background going. Ready to get into it here shortly. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? C4, sound check, set. Diamond Painting, welcome to the show. I'm Scully Pop, your host. Hey, Sunshine. How you doing, darling? Jenny. Hey, Crystal. Welcome to the show. We'll be reading episode 2 of Emerald Wonderland season 2. Native Wild Man. How we sounding, Wild Man? Sound check, sound check, check, check. Y'all hear the music all right? All good. Awesome, awesome. Little sunshine in the house. Toronto's walking. Give everybody a few minutes to pile on in and find your seats. Sounds great. Okay, good. Check, 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 check. A nice show for you tonight. Really good storyline where we delve into the past tense. As you may remember, season 2 opener was about present tense. Now we're delving into the land of past tense, the land of storytelling. How you doing tonight, Diamond Painting? This will be a 40 episode series in total, 4 seasons, and we will be publishing books for each season and one master fairy tale series, leather-bound. Jody Pop. Well, you kick back, relax. I'm a little bit shaky today. We'll see how we can get through. I'm dealing with some health issues right now, so I do what I can. Love you guys and what we've done with this channel. It's been extraordinary. Looking forward to more of these episodes and what may become. To a small pond and landed a good bass, probably around pounds. Heck yeah. Awesome. How's Sunshine doing tonight? This is good. 3 pounds. Wow. Oh yeah. Tingle, 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 tingle. There's Ross Mobile. Hey, good day, Scully Pop. Jenny. Oh, Jenny. Super wow. $1 million. 0 calories. Blaster. All these beautiful overlays and art brought to you by Izzy Scully. Wonderful graphic designer for the show. She does do work for other channels, so reach out to her if you want something done on your channel. I'm Scully Pop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. The author that reads to you. I read my novels, I've written a few. Other works in the public domain and submissions from people like you. That's right, Ross. If you wrote something, submit it. We'll work something up for you, buddy. Diamond painting with Rhino. Wow, man. tingle brain. Y'all get your popcorn, your drinks, whatever you need. We're about to get started here in a minute. Good evening, Janica. Welcome, welcome. Just about to get started. Episode 2, Season 2. Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Emerald Wonderland. Tonight, we're diving into episode 2 of season 2, and oh boy, do we have a treat for you. In this episode, our beloved heroes find themselves in the realm of what was. A place where the past comes alive and every moment is a treasure waiting to be rediscovered. Dorothy, Alice, and Wendy, along with their eclectic band of companions, face challenges that will test not just their courage, but the very understanding of time and memory itself. Get ready for a journey through a library of lost tales, encounters with curious new characters like Saga Melodica and Chrono Reflectus, and a confrontation with the formidable Empress of Antiquity. This episode's packed with whimsy, danger, and the kind of magic that only Emerald Wonderland can deliver. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this temporal adventure together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, without further ado, let's step into the realm of what was and see what wonders await our heroes. As Dorothy, Alice, and Wendy step through the shimmering portal, their eclectic band of companions followed close behind. The Cheshire Wizard's grin faded in and out of view, while Lionhatter's hat transformed into a fluttering calendar. Queen Artemisia's paintbrush crown twitched nervously, and Maestro Maze played a melancholy tune on his flute. Oh yeah, Kronoswaki brought up the rear, his clock scales ticking softly. The vibrant colors of the emerald wonderland faded around them, placed by the sepia-toned landscapes that flickered like old film reels. The air felt heavy with the weight of countless memories, and a faint whispering of long-forgotten voices echoed in the distance. Dorothy blinked, adjusting to the new surroundings. Where are we? Her voice echoed strangely as if coming from a great distance. The Cheshire Wizard materialized fully, his grin thoughtful. It seems, my dear, we've taken a step back in time. Or perhaps time has taken a step back around us. Wendy shivered, pulling her nightgown closer. It feels old here, like a story that's been told too many times and starting to fade. Before them stood a gigantic spinning wheel, weathered and ancient, its spokes etched with faded symbols and cracked with age. Vines of tarnished gold crawled up its sides, and each spoke ended in a dull gemstone that might have once shone brightly. A tarnished sign hung nearby, its message barely legible. Spin the wheels of memories past. Relive joys, face old challenges. Your journey continues through what has been. Queen Artemisia stepped forward, her paintbrushes quivering. The colors here. Their memories getting formed, but must tread carefully. One wrong stroke and we could alter the very fabric of the past. Maestro Mays played a few experimental notes on his flute, the sound wavering and distorted. Even the echoes of my music sound aged, as if they've been spinning, playing for centuries without rest. Konoswaki's clock eyes whirred as he studied their surroundings.
Time flows differently here. We must be cautious not to get caught in its eddies.
Linehatter's hat transformed into an old-fashioned diving helmet.
Well, if we're diving into the past, we might as well be prepared.
Alice, ever curious, approached the wheel. Her fingers hovered over its surface, feeling the warmth of countless memories pulsing beneath. Should we spin it? Dorothy nodded, her patchwork dress shimmering with determination. We've come this far. Whatever lies in the past, we'll face it together. As Alice's fingers brushed the wheel, it began to spin on its own accord. The world around them blurred once more, colors bleeding into one another like wet paint. They felt themselves being pulled through time, memories rushing past them in a dizzy whirl. When everything settled, they found themselves in a familiar yet altered landscape. The floating city they had once visited was now a crumbling ruin, its glowing glass gold and its gemstones faded. The once bustling streets were empty, save for the whispers of long-gone inhabitants that seemed to linger in the air. Maestro Mays played a few somber notes, the sound echoing mournfully through the empty city. It's as if the very stones remember the music that once filled these streets. A figure approached, her wings tattered and her once radiant robes now faded and worn. It was Lady Luminara, but she appeared centuries older, her face etched with the lines of countless years. Welcome back, young travelers. Though I suppose welcome forward might be more appropriate. You have entered the realm of what was. Here you must unravel the tangles of the past, find your way forward. As she spoke, letters began to materialize around them, carved from the ancient stone, their edges worn smooth by the passage of time. They swirled in the air, forming words and phrases before breaking apart again. Kronos Walkie's eyes whirred as he studied the letters. Time itself has left its mark on these puzzles. We must decipher them to progress. Lionhatter's hat transform, it moved into a magnifying glass. I say, this is quite the historical treasure hunt. Shall we search for clues in the annals of antiquity? The key you seek lies in what has been, Lady Luminara intoned, her voice carrying the echoes of countless ages. Unscramble the past, and you may yet shape the future. But be warned, the past holds dangers as well as wisdom. Not all memories are pleasant, and some secrets were buried for a reason. Cheshire Wizard's grin widened, though there was a hint of concern in his eye. Well, my friend, it seems we're in for a historical adventure. Shall we make some history of our own? Queen Artemisia raised her brush, determination glinting in her eyes. Whatever challenges the past holds, we'll face them together. Our combined stories have brought us this far. Dorothy nodded, reaching out to take Alice and Wendy's hands. The others gathered close, forming a circle of friendship that seemed to glow with its own light in the faded landscape. Together then, into the past we go, to unlock the secrets of what was, and find our way to what will be. And with that, the mismatched group began their journey through the realm of what was. Each step took them deeper into the mysteries of the past. The faded world around them slowly coming to life with the echoes of long forgotten tales. As they ventured forth, the ancient city seemed to watch them with the eyes of countless memories. The realm of what was held its secrets close, waiting to see if these travelers from the present were worthy of unraveling the threads of the past. Part 1. As our heroes ventured deeper into the realm of what was, the crumbling city gave way to a vast library.
towering shelves seemed to stretch endlessly in all directions, filled with dusty tomes and faded scrolls. The air was thick with the scent of an old parchment and the whispers of forgotten stories. Suddenly, two figures emerged from behind a massive bookshelf. First was a tall, willowy being that appeared to be a fusion of Scheherazade and the Pied Piper. She had 1,000 tiny mouths all over her body, each whispering a different tale. It carried a flute made of interwoven storylines. Greetings, time travelers. I am Saka Melodica, the tale weaver of 1,000 voices. Beside her stood a stocky, jovial character, a blend of Rip Van Winkle and Magic Mirror. His beard was so long, it formed a living tapestry of moving images, reflecting scenes from the past. His eyes were like pools of quicksilver, constantly shifting and changing. I am Chrono Reflectus, the slumbering seer of what was. Dorothy stepped forward, extending her hand. It's a pleasure to meet you both. I'm Dorothy, and these are my friends. We're on a quest. Chrono Reflectus held up a hand, his eyes swirling. Oh, we know all about your quest, young Dorothy. We've seen it reflected in the pools of time 1,000 times over. Saga Melodica nodded, her tiny mouths whispering in agreement. Indeed, your story is yet echoed through the halls of this great library for millions. It's yet to be written. Cheshire Wizard's grin widened with intrigue.
Ah, the paradoxes of time travel. How delightfully confusing.
Vine had her hat transformed into a question mark. I say, if our story is already here, couldn't we just skip to the last page and see how it all turns out? If only it were that simple. My haberdasher friend, the future is ever changing, shaped by the choices you make in the present and the past. Saga Melodica's flute played a melancholy tune of its own accord. We've joined you now because the path ahead is fraught with danger. The realm of what was is not kind to those who seek to change it. What sort of dangers? Alice asked, her curiosity piqued. Chrono Reflectus's beard rippled, showing scenes of their potential futures. Some triumphant, others tragic. Chrono Catcher lurks in the shadows of forgotten moments, trapping unwary travelers in loops of their own regrets. And the Paratex Predator feeds on unfinished stories, seeking to erase characters from existence itself. Queen Artemisia's paintbrush crown bristled with concern. How can we hope to overcome such threats? Saga Melodica smiled, her many mouths forming a kaleidoscope of expressions. By remembering that every ending is just a new beginning, your combined stories are more powerful than you know. Chrono Reflectus nodded sagely. The key lies in the lexicon of lost tales, hidden deep within this library. Find it, and you'll have the power to rewrite the very fabric of reality. As our expanded group prepared to delve deeper into the library's mysteries, the air around them seemed to thicken with potential. Stories long forgotten stirred in the dusty tomes, eager to be rediscovered. Dorothy looked at her companions, old and new, determination shining in her eyes. Well, gang, it looks like we have some reading to do. Are you ready to make history? With nods of agreement and excited murmurs, our heroes set off into the labyrinthine library. The realm of what was stretched out before them, filled with challenges and wonders beyond imagination. Little did they know, their every step was being watched. Forces ancient and terrible, eager to see if these travelers from the present would truly unravel the mysteries of the past, without unraveling the very fabric of reality itself. Part 2. Hey, Arlie, there she is. Let's see, Sunshine. Is he out there working hard? Welcome, everybody, to the show, reading episode 2, season 2. Janica. Everybody enjoying the story so far? Hello, Yankee Kyle. Thank you. Wild man in the house. I'm sounding all right, or what? How's sound, Jenny? Jenny Pop. Put a pin out there. Let me know if you hear. There you go. Izzy, all one step ahead of me. So yeah, such a delight to read to these overlays. Yeah, you loving it, Diamond? Good. What we got about? I don't know, six or eight overlays now. I just loop them around. Izzy's been making them in like 10-minute pops, you know. Yeah, you liking it so far, Janica? I do like reading 2 parts and then taking a break. So, you know, y'all be patient. I'll get back to you. It appears I'm settling down a little bit. My nerves are not so on edge. I don't really get nervous before the shows because we're always so prepared with what we're doing. I'm just having some other things going on, so I don't know what to say. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. I was talking to Izzy before the show, you know, although I think it's good to have a prime spot for your majority of your big works, but truthfully, I could probably go live anytime and I'd get about the same amount of people in here, you know, and there's a lot of replay value going on here. Hey, Fever Dream. Glad you made it. We just read part 1 and 2, Fever, and taking a little break. Let everybody go grab something real quick or whatever. And Izzy's back there running all this art, so I don't even have to do anything but sit here and narrate. I've got the chat up here on the right. I've got it on my phone when we're on break as well. If you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to ask. Izzy's one of my managing moderators. She can help with anything as far as like links. Reach out to us if you're interested in a script for your local school or theater group. Again, we're working on the book slowly but surely. And bear in mind, you know, next year we'll start doing some theater production with this. So we'll develop some people come up on panel. And that's the goal in some ways. But not to get too ahead of myself, but anyway. Well, you'd be surprised how much of an appetite you can work up just sitting in a chair in your studio. It's pretty intense. Hey, Starlight.
Starlight in the house. Work my fingers to the bone. Starlight. Fever tingles. Native ska. Diamond pop. The Umbral Undertaker. Well, thank you for that membership, Native Wild Man.
The Metamorphose Mangler. Oh, Lordy. Lordy.
Oh my God, the stupid phone.
Yeah, I'm taking this new medicine. I think it slows down my metabolism, or it gets my metabolism back where it needs to be because my stomach's spazzing out. But at any rate, it just seems like it takes things longer to like digest and everything else. So I got to start thinking ahead on that. Yeah, I'm 55 now, so like when you're young, if you don't eat the good food, you're gonna eat the medicine later. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for part 3? Let me know. If not, we can wait for a minute. Oh my God, that's a crazy picture of me right there. Getting over that hill faster than you, huh? Right? Starlight? Listening, Starlight? Deep within the heart of the realm of what was, in a chamber that existed in all times at once, sat the Empress of Antiquity. Her form was ever shifting, at times an ancient crone, at others a vibrant young woman, and sometimes a being of pure temporal energy. Before her hovered a massive hourglass, its sands flowing both up and down simultaneously. Starlight within its glass curves, images flickered and swirled, showing scenes from across the vastness of time. PK. PK, the Empress waved her hand, causing the sands to coalesce into a clear image of Dorothy and her companions in the great library. Her eyes, swirling vortexes of past and future, narrowed as she watched the scene unfold.
So,
The interlopers have found their way to the chroniclers. How inconvenient.
She reached out, her fingers brushing the surface of the hourglass. The image zoomed in on Saga Melodica and Chronos Reflectus.
Traitors! I granted you the stewardship of the stories, and this is how you repay me? By aiding those who would unravel all that was?
With a flick of her wrist, the scene changed, showing the group's potential futures branching out in countless directions. Some paths led to triumph, others to tragedy, and still others to paradoxes that threaten the very fabric of reality. The Empress's form settled into that of a regal woman, her hair a cascade of timelines, her gown woven from the threads of history itself. She stood pacing around the hourglass.
The lexicon of lost tales.
Her eyes fixed on the shifting sands.
If they were to find it, no, I cannot allow it.
She waved her hand again, and shadowy figures began to coalesce around her. The chronocatcher being a living shadow with clock faces for eyes, and the paratext predator, a creature of ink and parchment with a maw that could devour entire stories.
My faithful servants, time has come to cull those anachronistic anomalies, trap them in the loops of their own regrets, erase them from the narrative of history itself. Do not fail me.
As her minions slipped away into the shadows of time, the Empress turned back to the hourglass. Her fingers traced the outline of Dorothy's face, a mix of contempt and curiosity in the ageless eyes.
You think you can change what was, little girl? You have no idea of the forces you're meddling with. Past is set in stone, and I am its eternal guardian.
But even as she spoke, a tiny crack appeared in the hourglass, almost imperceptible. A single grain of sand slipped through, falling upwards against the flow of time. The Empress's eyes widened in momentary surprise, then narrowed in determination.
So be it. If it's a war across time you want, it's a war you shall have. Let's see if your story has what it takes to survive the editing process of eternity.
With a wave of her hand, the hourglass shimmered and faded, leaving the Empress alone in her chamber. The air crackled with temporal energy as she began to weave her own plans, ready to meet the challenge that Dorothy and her companions represented. Battle for the past, present, and future was about to begin in earnest. Part 3.
Vast library stretched endlessly around our heroes as they searched for the lexicon of lost tales. Suddenly, the air grew thick with tension, and the whispers of forgotten stories turned to words, turned to words. Whispers of forgotten stories turned to words. Saga melodica. Flute playing a warning tune. They're here. For 1,000 miles echoing the sentiment. From the shadows between the bookshelves, Chrono Catcher emerged, its clock-faced eyes ticking ominously. Beside it, Paratex Predator slithered into view, leaving trails of ink in its wake. Cheshire Wizard's grin flickered nervously. Well, it seems we have some uninvited guests at our little book club. The Chrono Catcher's voice resonated like the tolling of a mournful bell. Your time is up, interlopers. Prepare to be trapped in the loops of your deepest regrets. Dorothy stood her ground, her patchwork dress shimmering with determination. We won't let you stop us. The past, present, and future are all connected. We have a right to understand them. The battle erupted in a flurry of temporal energy and flying bugs. Alice dodged the Chrono Catcher's time loops, her quick thinking allowing her to stay one step ahead. Wendy wove stories on the fly, confusing the Paratex Predator with tales that had no end. Queen Artemisia's paintbrushes flew across the air, creating barriers of color to protect her friends. Maestro Maze's melodies created labyrinths of sound, trapping their attackers in the auditory mazes. But the tide of battle was turning against them. The Chrono Catcher had managed to snare Linehatter in a time loop, forcing him to relive his maddest tea party over and over. Paratex Predator's maw was inching closer to Chrono Reflectus, threatening to erase him from existence. Just when all seemed lost, Dorothy's hand brushed against the book hidden behind the others. As she pulled it out, golden light spilled from its pages. Lexicon of Lost Tales. Quick, use it. Without hesitation, Dorothy opened the book. Words of power flew from its pages, wrapping around their attackers. Chrono Catcher's time loops unraveled, and the Paratex Predator's ink ran dry.
Retreat! We failed!
Chrono Catcher bellowed. As their assailants disappeared into the shadows, our heroes caught their breath. The library around them was in disarray, books scattered and shelves toppled. Is everyone all right? Dorothy had clutched the lexicon to her chest. Chrono Reflectus nodded, his bared images flicking weakly. Thanks to you, young Dorothy, you saved us all. Alice helped Lionhearted shake off the last of the time loop. That was too close. We can't let this happen again. Wendy's eyes blazed. You're right. It's time we took the fight to the Empress herself. Cheshire Wizard materialized. Confrontation with the Empress of Antiquity? Well, that would be a tale for the ages. Saga Melodica played a solemn tune on her flute. It'll be dangerous. The Empress has the power to erase entire timelines. But we have to do something. We have the power of all stories, past, present, and future. Together we can rewrite this ending. With nods of determination, our band of mismatch heroes set their sights on the Empress's domain. The battle for the past, present, and future was about to reach its climax. Part 4. I saw a few new faces coming in there. Let me get a sip to drink here. Mouth gonna run dry. Hey, Bella. What's going on, Kristen? Tiny T. How you doing? Drifter, nomad. Let me miss anybody. Now looks like about almost 20 of y'all out there all of a sudden. Everybody say hey to everybody. Put some emojis in the chat if you can. If not, give me your best ska. Hey, Mountain Girl, welcome. Great to see you. Tiny Tingle. How you doing, Tiny Tingle? Start. It's the Mountain Girl. Who else came in? Oh, TWP, man. Where you at, bro? My broska, moderator extraordinaire, TWP Popcorn in the house. Let me step up for a second here and stretch. Hey, DC. How you doing? Glad you made it. We're reading episode 2 of season 2. C4 is still out there. We're about halfway through right now. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Share it out if you can. Don't forget to hit like. Subscribe to the channel. It's wonderful art brought to you by Izzy Scully. Tingle, 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 tingle. It's bedtime story for me. Totally enjoying it, Scully. DC, DC, DC. Scully, 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 Scully. Definitely going a little bit better on my end. Boom, chicka rah. Boom, chicka meow. Kitty, 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 kitty. Blaster. Janica, 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 Janica. Sunshine, sunshine. Super wow. Super, 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 super wow. Zero calories. You all ready? You see it? Hey, mama girl. $1 million. I love the colors. Starlight, starlight. Tingle, tingle, tingle. With the lexicon of lost tales safely in their possession, Dorothy and her eclectic band of companions found themselves once again on the yellow brick road. But this was not the gleaming golden path they remembered. In the realm of what was, the road appeared weathered and faded. Its bricks cracked and worn by the passage of countless years.
Well, I suppose even the yellow bricks aren't immune to the ravages of time.
As they ventured forth, the road began to shift beneath their feet. Entire sections would fade away, revealing glimpses of different eras, prehistoric jungles, futuristic cityscapes, and everything in between. Careful, everyone. The road seems to be taking us through different times. DC Scully, DC Scully. Suddenly, Massive temporal rift opened up before them, splitting the yellow brick road in two. On one side, the path led through a dark, foreboding forest of petrified memories. On the other, it wound its way up a mountain of cascading hourglasses. Saga Melodica's thousand mouths whispered in worried tones.
Choice lies before us. Each path holds its own dangers.
But which way should we go? Alice wondered aloud, her curiosity piqued despite the peril. Before anyone could decide, the rift began to close, threatening to cut their group in half.
Quick! We must choose now or be separated by time itself.
Chrono's quicksilver eyes swirled with urgency. In a split-second decision, Dorothy grabbed the hands of those nearest to her and leapt towards the mountain path. The others followed suit, barely making it across before the rift sealed shut. Chris, what's up, buddy? Kriska. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Chris, as they caught their breath, they realized their group had indeed been divided. Dorothy, Alice, Wendy, the Cheshire Wizard, and Saga Melodica had made it to the mountainside. The others found themselves at the edge of the memory forest. We'll find a way to regroup, Dorothy called out to her separated friends. Stay safe. No sooner had the words left her mouth than the mountain path began to crumble. Hourglasses of all sizes cascaded down, their sands marking the passage of fleeting moments. We need to climb, Alice shouted, already scrambling up the shifting slope. Meanwhile, in the forest, Lion Hatter, Queen Artemisia, Maestro Maze, Chronos Waki, and Chrono Reflectus faced their own challenge. The petrified trees began to come alive, their branches reaching out to ensnare the travelers in loops of fossilized memories. Chief. Hey, Tom. Tom in the house?
Don't let them touch you,
Chrono Reflectus warned.
or you'll be trapped, reliving past moments for eternity.
As both groups struggled with their respective trials, the yellow brick road continued to wind its way through the treacherous landscape. Sometimes visible, sometimes not. It seemed to be leading them towards a distant citadel that shimmered like a mirage on the horizon, undoubtedly the domain of the Empress of Antiquity. Dorothy, clutching the lexicon of lost tales tightly, looked back at her companions, both those with her and those separated by the rift. We've come too far to give up now. Whatever challenges lie ahead, we'll face them together, even if we're apart. The Empress won't know what hit her when we all arrive. With renewed resolve, both groups pressed on, navigating the perils of the past and the uncertainties of the future. The final confrontation loomed ahead, and the fate of all timelines hung in the balance. Part 5. Welcome in, Tom and Chris and Chief. Anybody else? Y'all hit the like. I'm going to head right into part 6. So the scene, it shifted rapidly between the two groups, their parallel journeys unfolding simultaneously. On the mountain of hourglasses, Dorothy led the charge, her patchwork dress shimmering with determination as she climbed. Alice's quick thinking helped them navigate the shifting sands of time, while Wendy's storytelling literally created stepping stones in the air.
Watch out!
The Cheshire Wizard called, his grin appearing just in time to warn them of a temporal avalanche. Saga Melodica's flute played a melody that froze the falling hourglasses in midair, creating a precarious bridge. Meanwhile, in the forest of petrified memories, Linehatter's hat transformed into a giant pair of scissors, snipping away at grasping branches.
I say, these trees are rather clingy, aren't they?
Queen Artemisia painted illusions to confuse the sentient forest, while Maestro Maze's music created safe paths through the thickets. Chronos Waki and Chrono Reflectus combined their time-bending abilities to create bubbles of safe space as they advanced. Back on the mountain, the group reached a plateau where the path split again. Which way now? Suddenly, a stone sphinx materialized, posing a riddle.
I'm always running, yet never move. I have no mouth, yet I speak. What am I?
A clock! Dorothy exclaimed. The Sphinx nodded and faded away, revealing the true path. In the forest, the trees parted to reveal a shimmering pool of liquid memories.
We must cross.
Chrono Reflectus declared.
But be warned, touch the surface and you'll be lost in someone else's past.
Using fallen logs and Linehatter's ever-changing hat boats, they began to navigate the treacherous waters. On the mountain, as they neared the summit, they encountered a field of time flowers, each blossom showing a different moment from their past.
Don't get distracted,
Saga Melodica warned. I think I did that wrong. Focus on the present. They pressed on, resisting the lure of nostalgia. In the forest, having crossed the memory pool, The group faced a wall of tangled timelines. It's a temporal maze. One wrong turn could erase us from existence. Carefully, they began to navigate the paradoxical pathways. Finally, both groups emerged from their respective trials, finding themselves reunited at the foot of an impossibly tall citadel. Its walls were built from compressed eons, its towers piercing the very fabric of time itself. The Empress's castle! Dorothy breathed heavy, clutching the lexicon of lost tales. The yellow brick road, faded and cracked, led right up to the citadel's gates.
Well, my friends, it seems we've arrived at the final chapter of our temporal tale.
Saga Melodica's flute played a somber tune. The Empress of Antiquity awaited within. Are we ready to face her? The group exchanged determined glances. Despite their harrowing journeys, each of them stood tall, ready for the ultimate confrontation. Together, we'll rewrite this ending together. As one, they stepped forward, the gates of the citadel groaning open to receive them. The air crackled with temporal energy, and the very fabric of reality seemed to hold its breath. The final battle for the past, present, and future was about to begin. Part 6. Heck yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna lose my place. Hey, Blood. Y'all let me know if you're out there. I ain't been able to pay attention to chat while I'm reading. I know I've seen a few new faces coming on in. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. We got part 7 coming up. Final confrontation. Yeah, isn't this art just wonderful Izzy made? Wild man, you still here? He's not just the wild man, he's the native wild man. I saw construction cronies come in earlier. That's my buddy Chris. There he goes. Been a long time supporter of the channel. It's Tom with Sunday Dinner Chef. Great to see you and Meg. Hope y'all are doing wonderful. Starlight still here. And Mountain Girl and H Mountain Girl. Let's see. On my phone typing. What happened there? My chat box on laptop disappeared. Oh, goodness gracious. Had to reboot. You back in, Is? Goodness gracious. Blood Dragoon. Diamond Painting. C4. Still here. Yep. Sunshine. Oh, cool, Chris. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Get you away from the hustle and bustle a little bit. Hey, Andy. Backyard trucker in the house. Again, all this wonderful art was brought to you by Izzy. And if you need help with your channel, make sure you reach out to her. Backyard. Blood Dragon. Popping around the chat there. Janica. Hey, John. I'm gonna put AJ to work next year, doing some of this theater with us. You already know. She got the perfect voice for Alice, Wendy, or Dorothy. How you doing tonight, AJ? Hope your evening's going well. Janine tingles. Hey, Janine. Fever dream animation. Yeah, brother. Beautiful artwork. Isn't it great, man? Some of these new engines coming out right now. A lot going on under the hood with those art sites. Make sure I get good and hydrated for the finale here in a minute. I'd like to welcome y'all back to next week. Same time, we'll be doing episode 3 of season 2. And stay tuned for the book. It'll slowly but surely get done. It takes time to get books published and stuff like that. So let me stand up and stretch. Y'all say hey for just a second. Let me. Oops, I'll cut that off. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. Okay. Yeah, probably do a good old chiropractor treatment this week. Oh, I love getting my back cracked, my neck. Did I miss Wood and Metal earlier? I know I saw them. I beg your pardon. You know, as creators, we don't like miss anybody that comes to the show, so. Blood Dragoon. #1 Gaming. AJ. I see you, AJ. Tingle, 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 tingle. Scuss. In Swahili click means I love you. Brain tingles begin. Scuss. Sunshine, 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 everybody. Yeah, you just woke up, Janine? That's good. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. Check, 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 check. Tingle, 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 tickle, 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 tingle, tickle. Super, 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 super wow. Super, 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 super wow. All right, y'all ready? Put a 10 in the chat if you're ready. Final confrontation. Look at those clock heads with trays. Isn't that hilarious? Janine, tingle, 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 tingle. Let's let that little clip go. Tingle, 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 tingle. Super, super, super tingles. Super tingles. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Y'all check your member milestone. Put some emojis out there and some scuzz and get some life going in here. And some color. Arlie, you still out there? Where's Arlie? DC, DC, ska. Ska, 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 ska. Ska, DC, ska. Where'd Tiny Tingle go? Haven't seen her in a while. Yes, Fever Dream. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Fever Dream. My mama take me down to the butchery area where they slaughter the hog, you know. Ooh, let me tell you, you talking about some yum yum. A little poulet cream, a little bacon. Who you talking about? The massive doors. The massive doors of the Empress's throne. Hang on, something's not. Check, 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 check. The massive doors of the Empress's throne room ground open, revealing a chamber that defied comprehension. Our heroes stepped inside, their eyes widening at the spectacle before them. The vast space seemed to exist in all times at once, its boundaries shifting and warping with dizzying fluidity. Timelines crossed, the vaulted ceiling like a tapestry of glowing threads, each one pulsing with the lives and stories it contained. The walls were a constantly shifting mural, scenes from the past, present, and potential futures blending and separating in a hypnotic dance. The floor beneath their feet rippled like the surface of a pond, reflecting moments from history with each step they took. At the center of this temporal maelstrom, atop a dive of ticking clocks and whirring gears, sat the Empress of Antiquity. Her form was in constant flux, shifting between a fresh-faced maiden with eyes full of wonder, a regal queen brimming with power, and an ancient crone heavy with the weight of eons. Her gown seemed woven from the very fabric of time itself, shimmering with events yet to come and unraveling at the edges with forgotten moments.
Welcome, interlopers. Have you come to witness the futility of your struggle against the immutability of the past?
The air crackled with tension as Dorothy stepped forward. Her patchwork dress a stark contrast to the fluidity of their surroundings. She clutched the lexicon of lost tales, its edges glowing with barely contained power. We've come to set things right. Past, present, and future shouldn't be controlled by one person. They belong to everyone who lives them. The Empress's laughter shook the very foundations of the citadel, causing ripples in the time stream that made our heroes sway unsteadily.
Foolish child. I am not a person, I am time itself.
With a graceful wave of her hand, shimmering bubbles of frozen time engulfed each of our heroes. Alice found herself suspended mid-stride, her curious eyes wide with shock. Wendy's mouth was open in a silent gasp, a half-formed story frozen on her lips. The Cheshire Wizard's grin hung in the air, disconnected from his fading body. Only Dorothy, protected by the power of the lexicon, remained free. She watched in horror as her friends hung suspended in the air, color slowly draining from their forms.
Now, watch as I erase your meddlesome friends from history. They will become less than memories, lost in the void between moments.
Panic gripped Dorothy's heart, but it quickly hardened into determination. She frantically opened the lexicon, its pages fluttering with a life of their own, glowing with the power of countless tales. No, I won't let you. Words of power flew from the book, shimmering in the air like golden fireflies. They swirled around the time bubbles, their light intensifying until, with a sound like shattering glass, the bubbles burst. Her companions stumbled free, gasping as if they'd been underwater. The Empress recoiled, her form destabilizing into a whirlwind of conflicting ages. Impossible! Her voice a cacophony of different pitches. The chamber erupted into chaos. Alice, her quick mind adapting rapidly, began ducking and weaving through temporal rifts that appeared in the air. She outsmarted the Empress's attempts to trap her, using the shifting nature of the room to her advantage. Wendy, her voice strong and clear, began to tell stories. Her words took physical form, creating shields of narrative energy that protected the others from the Empress's temporal attacks. Characters from her tales sprang to life, battling against shadowy figures that the Empress summoned from forgotten legends. The Lion-Hatter's hat was a blur of transformation. One moment it was a temporal cannon, firing burst of concentrated time that disrupted the Empress's control. The next, it became a paradox umbrella, sheltering him from a rain of contradictory memories that threatened to erase him from existence. Queen Artemisia's paintbrush moved with frantic energy. She painted new realities into existence, her artistry creating pockets of stability in the chaotic chamber. Vibrant splashes of color fought against the Empress's attempts to desaturate and erase them. Maestro Maze's music rose above the temporal tumult. His melodies disrupted the Empress's control over time, creating discordant riffs that allowed his companions to move more freely. The notes hung visible in the air, forming bridges across dangerous temporal gaps. Cheshire Wizard's grin appeared all around the room, multiplying endlessly. Each smile offered a cryptic piece of advice or a confusing riddle, disorienting the Empress and undermining her concentration. Saga Melodica raised her flute to her lips, and her 1,000 voices sang in perfect harmony. The song itself strengthened the fabric of reality itself, mending tears in the time stream and reinforcing the present moment against the Empress's attempts to unravel it. Chronos Walkie and Chrono Reflectus stood back to back, their combined powers creating a swirling vortex of energy. It began to pull at the Empress's essence, threatening to unravel her control over the time stream.
No! I am eternal. I'm absolute. I am time.
Dorothy raised the lexicon high, its pages fluttering rapidly as if caught in a wind only it could feel. Nothing is absolute except change itself. She began to read from the book, her words carrying the power of every story ever told. They wrapped around the Empress like chains of pure narrative force, binding her thrashing form. The Empress's screams rose in pitch as she fought against the words, but they held firm, tightening with each passing second. The chambers shuddered violently, timelines snapping and reweaving themselves. The walls cracked, showing glimpses of other realms and possibilities beyond. Our heroes stood firm, their combined will a beacon of stability in the temporal storm. With a final, reality-shaking scream that echoed through all of time and space, the Empress of Antiquity shattered. Her form broke into a million glittering shards of time, each one containing a moment from history. The fragments swirled around the room in a beautiful, terrifying display before dispersing, integrating back into the natural flow of time. And as the dust settled, our heroes found themselves standing in a chamber, transformed. The rigid structure of the Empress's domain had given way to a fluid organic space. Past, present, and future coexisted in harmony, flowing into one another in a natural, unforced rhythm.
We did it, everyone! We really did it!
Cheshire Wizard materialized fully, his grin wider than ever and practically glowing with satisfaction.
Indeed we did, my dear. And what a story it will make. One for the ages, I'd say.
As they gathered together in a joyful, exhausted embrace, Citadel began to reshape itself. Doors appeared in the walls, each one leading to a different era or potential future, now free to be explored and shaped by those who lived in them. They done more than just defeat the Empress. They liberated time itself, ensuring that the story of reality would continue to be written by those who lived it. They noticed the yellow brick road reforming beneath their feet. It glowed with renewed purpose, no longer faded and cracked, but vibrant and full of potential. It seemed to invite them onward, promising new adventures and untold stories waiting to be discovered. Our heroes exchanged tired but excited glances, knowing that their greatest adventure was not ending, but merely beginning anew. The emerald wonderland of time and tales stretched out before them, full of wonder, danger, and the infinite possibilities that come when every person is free to shape their own story. With lighter hearts and the wind of freedom at their backs, Dorothy and her companions set off down the rejuvenated yellow brick road, ready to write the next chapter in their ever-unfolding tale. Episode 2. Chief mixed bag, backyard trucker. Backyard trucker. Easy Scull, or at least lights. Before we bid adieu, remember that you are the key to keeping the magic of Emerald Wonderland alive. If you enjoyed our journey through the library of lost tales and our face-off with the Empress of Antiquity, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Wanda, Louisiana. And hey, why not stop there? Spread the wonder. Share this video with your friends, family, or even that grumpy neighbor who could use a little magic in their life. Let's paint the world in emerald hues together. Oh, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button faster than Cheshire Wizard can disappear. You won't want to miss a single second of our future adventures through this delightfully mixed up world. Remember, the Emerald Wonderland, every ending is just the beginning of a new chapter. So until next time, keep your curiosity curiouser. You're bravely brighter than ruby slippers, and your heart's full of wonder. Sweet dreams and happy adventures, everyone. How you doing, Wanda? Glad you made it. Hope everybody enjoyed the reading tonight and the visual overlays. We've had a lot of people coming in and out. It's been a nice crowd tonight. How you doing, Roadscape? Great to see you in the chat. Thank you, Sunshine, Izzy, Popcorn, Blood Dragoon. Oh, let me drop that screen. Stop screen. Get rid of that. Check. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. Hey, Camellia. I think I missed Camellia earlier. I beg your pardon. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I think I'll have one cigarette with you guys, and then we'll play some outros after that. You late there, Dio? You're not late. Go rewind later and catch the reading. How you doing, Mikey man? Oh, thank you, Roadscape. Appreciate that. We're doing the Emerald Wonderland series once a week on Sundays at 7 p.m. Central. Oh, did they grounded you? Oh, God. Oh, thank you, Jody. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Usually when I narrate, y'all, I'm up on the edge of my seat with like very good posture, but after doing that for a while, you get kind of locked up, you know. Ugh, stretching your back out. Sunshine, appreciate everything. Scully Pop. Tingle, 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 tingle. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Oh, I'm glad you're digging it, Starlight. You got a nice channel yourself. Nice tone to your voice. You could always try out next year for a part. We have up to 8-10 people on a panel. You can check out some of the old productions. We had all-star cast, and it was unbelievable. The classic Wizard of Oz production we did. Yes, Izzy and I are the beginning of the international team, and we will continue forward, all things willing. You know, there in YouTube, there's a lot of traps and things you can fall into, and You know, if you burn yourself out and you let your health get to you, it'll definitely slow you down. So my biggest advice to creators is just pace yourself. You know what I mean? I want to show you whole time. Scully Pop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. The show must go on, huh? Dagger spells. Scott. Dagger spells. Yep, you're definitely keeping me going. We'll see about the Brink thing, but well, thank you so much, Dagger Spells. Yeah, check it out, Starlight. Let's see what I got here. Let's unconventional. Let y'all look at our members here. Well, let's play this one.
You say that I'm
Tingle Brain